All right, this is Chuck Williams, just freshly back from the Express University. It's an event that the Cepedas put on a couple times a year, and I shouldn't say this because I don't know for sure. A good attorney never says anything without knowing, but I'm not a good attorney, so I can say this. I'm going to ask Farmer John, David, and Pete Hamby to share a little bit about their experiences and some of their major takeaways. But just to give you an idea of how powerful the event was, I'm going to go on a limb here. Did all you guys buy tickets for the next event coming up in November? And Farmer John, let's start with you and just give us some of your takeaways on the event and how you're going to use it. The main thing is how you're going to use what you learn to build your business, because I don't want everybody to just know we're all excited and pumped up. They know that. But what are the real takeaways that we're going to now apply to our business that maybe we didn't know to before? We're now going to apply these things to our business to help us grow and help our team grow. So, Farmer John, why don't you get us started off?
Well, one of the things that I was validated with is the impact that social media has in growing a business, especially with the younger people. Let's say the 18 to 35-year-olds. We had the START panel on one of the sessions there, and how they are using social media to just connect with almost strangers, but it's powerful. You don't have to be belly to belly. You just start a relationship and work it over time, and then gradually introduce them to what you're doing. That was one of the takeaways. Another takeaway.
On that takeaway, people aren't going to know what the START panel is. Can you describe that for them? Tell them what that is.
Yeah, the START panel is a group of 18 to 25-year-olds. It's something that Eric Hoover is bringing to the company. That's basically his part of the company that he's growing. They're using social media to bring the young people in, expose them to this opportunity. I think it's a great idea. And I'll use some of that. I mean, that's why I kind of started a blog, just to get people that I can connect with that and exchange some information down the road. It's another Rolodex that we can all use to grow our business, and it will be all over the country or eventually all over the world. Another thing that I took away from it was the validation of the products. There's no reason for us to feel that we have something here that's wishy-washy. If there's anything better in the world, I'm sure that this company will have it in our hands in no time, because the studies that were shown by Dr. Paul and the verification that the corporate brought with Sarah Richter were just over the top. I was totally amazed. This is the best conference I've been to in any industry that I've ever been to. It was professionally done. It was well planned out, and that volunteer group did one whale of a job. And I'll let you take it away, Chuck.
John, are you going to the event in November?
I have tickets. We'll see how that goes. I will sure try and be there.
Very good, sir. Let's go to David. David, I know you really stretched yourself to go. Long trip. Tell us a couple of your major takeaways of what you're now going to apply to your business to help you start going through the ranks and helping more people. So, David, take it away.
Well, first of all, don't use driving as an excuse. I left at Arkansas at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I pulled in and saw John at the motel at 4 o'clock. And I did 2 pit stops, and I filled up one time, and I got 36.6 miles to a gallon in ultimate. So I even rented a car, so I didn't want to put the mileage on my wagon. But anyway, like you, Chuck, this is not my first rodeo. Primarily the business I've been involved in were service-related businesses, and it's primarily the United States is probably the captured market. I've been a lot of national meetings, both professional businesses, networking business, training, continuing education. But I've never seen the camaraderie that was involved in this group. I would never hesitate after being at this meeting to send anybody anywhere, because the way the compensation plan work, it's not this team, that team, dream team, buy team. It's all one team. They don't even talk about teams. It was a Cepedas event, but it's his sales organization. And believe it or not, there were several people there that wasn't in his team that were participating in it. So I like that. Like John said, Dr. Paul, I guarantee you, if you were on the fence, think about joining Isagenix, if you went to that meeting, you'd be doing cartwheels after it was over. So I was impressed. And have I bought tickets? Yeah, I picked up 4 before I left.
Very good, David. Thank you for being there. You and Farmer John both added a lot to the event. Farmer John, ladies and gentlemen, is a celebrity, by the way. He actually got on stage, gave a 3-minute testimonial. And David, every time we saw Farmer John, didn't he have a group of ladies around him just taking notes and taking pictures? And he was the bomb, wasn't he?
I had to take reservations. I said, do I get 10 minutes of your time today, or do I have to stand in line with all the other celebrities?
I know. I wanted to talk to him one time and had to wait my turn too, so it's pretty awesome. I got in there pretty quickly. I just said, ladies, can I take a picture of all you? And they kind of parted the way so I could at least say hi to John. Another celebrity there was Pete Hamby. Pete, I know you've been in the industry for a long time. I'm really looking forward to your takeaways, because I know a lot of people go to these events, get fired up. You go to these events and sign somebody up. So, we don't say sign up anymore. We say set up their wholesale account. So tell us a little about some of your takeaways and mostly how you intend to teach your team differently than we were before, because we just didn't know any better. So, Pete, take it away, sir.
Oh, Chuck, man, I've got 4 days of takeaways, and we don't have time for this Zoom call for that. But I want to let everybody know, you all know I've been in the industry for 20 plus years. It took me 20 plus years to find the number one best company and team. And thanks to Michael and Chuck, we're there. I took everything I learned to heart. Sunday, about an hour and a half after the convention, or whatever you want to call it, was over, I enrolled a new associate about 20 minutes from the area. I got back to work this morning, and before I even started work, one of my buddies here at work, he's on my Facebook. He says, "Man, how much does it cost to do this business?" And I used what Mr. Cepeda, Herb Cepeda says. I said, "It's going to cost you $3,000. He's like, $3,000? I said, "Yeah, but you're going to be in the best physical shape you've been in your entire life, and it's only going to cost you $3,000. He's like, "Well, I guess." I said, "No, I'm just kidding." I said, "But we do have 3 packages. We have a President's Pack, which gives you every product we have. That's about $1,000. I said, "We've got the next pack, which is the Ultimate Pack, which is $559. I said, "That's going to give you a lot of the stuff you need to get started." And that is the package that I recommend to everybody to get started. And then we have a lower package, which is just the base minimum and it's going to cost you around $300. He said, "Today at lunch or after work, can you sign my wife and I up in the Ultimate Pack, the middle pack?" I said, "Yes." So I've got another enrollee today, either at lunch or after work. Him and his wife are fixing to go on a cruise, but I didn't even post on my Facebook about what I did. I posted my mom's story. Okay, her results. I've got another guy in Alabama that's like, "You got to tell me what you're doing. Your mom lost 13 pounds in a week, and she's reduced her medication. I need this." Okay, so, we've got people on this line. Ellis Franklin, I talked to him yesterday. I said, "Ellis, how many friends do you have on your Facebook?" He said, "Oh, probably over 3,000. 3,000 people that all I did not send an advertisement. I did not send a recruitment spiel or speech to any of them. All I did was posted my mom's results. Also, my family down in Florida, who's never done anything, my aunt for one, but she sent me sent my mom a message telling me, "Hey, we got to, I need to know more about what you did." So I've set up some time to talk to them. But all it is you got to tell your story. You know, we've got people on this line that, you know, I'm starting the ISA Body Challenge this week. Okay, I ordered a weight scale that tells you your visceral fat, your body fat, your BMI, all these different things, and I should get that in today or tomorrow. As soon as I get that in, I'm going to start my ISA Body Challenge, and I'm going to go and I'm going to say this. You know, this is where I'm starting. This is my weight. This is my visceral fat percentage. This is my body fat percentage. This is this, and I want everybody to follow me on my journey to this body challenge. And I'm going to have everybody on my Facebook following me on that, and inviting many people to follow me on that, and inviting people to get onto the body challenge with me. Mm-hmm. There's so many ways, you know, belly to belly. I love to go out and talk to people. I mean, last night on the plane, I talked to a girl. She's flying into Stillwater here at OSU. She's doing her master's in agricultural administration or something like that. Anyway, I couldn't help but not tell her, hey, I'm in the nutrition business. We need to get together this week. I gave her a card. You know, there's nobody that doesn't need our product. Skinny, medium, fat, it don't matter. They need to be healthy, and we have the solution. When people tell me now, and this is one thing I picked up at the conference, if somebody says, man, I am tired, I have no energy, my response is going to be, hey, I've got a solution for that. Mm-hmm. I've got a solution for that. Did you hear me, Chuck? I got a solution for that.
Yes, you do.
All right. We've got a solution for everything. Okay. If they've got high blood pressure, if they've got weight loss, if they've got low energy, if they're aging and getting old, you know, whatever it is, we've got a solution for that. That should be whatever you're talking to anybody. You know, I'm a single mom. I'm running all day. I've got 3 jobs. I have no energy. I do this. I do that. Yeah, I got a solution to help you with that. We're going to get you more money. We're going to get you less stress, and we're going to get you healthy. That's my solution. All right. Thousands of takeaways, Chuck. I could go on, but we're gonna get everybody lined up, start doing this at a different level.
All right, you're starting to break up, but great job. We heard you up till the very end there. And I actually heard Jessica laughing a little bit when you used her as an example there without using her name. So she understood. So I'm just going to go through a couple of highlights.
I didn't say
here.
Jessica, though.
No, I know. But when she laughed, it was obvious who you were talking about. So one of the things that Patty Cepeda said that really resonated with me is when her and Herb started this business, the thing she told people, and she believed this in her heart, and this is so key to your success, is she would tell people, I'm going to be tremendously successful with this. Nothing will get in my way. And then she basically just offered them the opportunity to join her in this journey together. So many takeaways, like Pete said, we'll just be giving you things over and over. One of the things I really want to get to is there's 8 steps that a couple of the young people have identified that they're using. And they're simple, what to post when you first become a member and you get involved with ICA, what to post to your Facebook page, how to follow up when people like it, how to follow up when people comment. And they got exactly the verbiage. Now, you want to put your own personality to it, but you want to use the main points they're putting. They're supposed to be sending us a podcast that has that training on it, but that training is 8 simple, duplicatable steps that any of us can use to market this business and to market the product. Over half of the room was filled with people that initially got involved only for the product, probably more than half. So we really need to learn to, like Pete said, help people find a solution. And once they find a solution, they can transfer into a business builder if they want to. There's a new customer first initiative that started yesterday. So if you've gone to enroll anybody, or if you looked at your back office, you've noticed the whole website's been updated and changed. So you may have to look around a little bit. Isagenixhealth.net. Some of you know about that site, some of you don't, but isagenixhealth.net. It's got some great slides there and things you can use to build your business. Dr. Paul was probably my favorite because from my perspective, he validated the business. Like my own results don't validate. I saw what happened to my body. I've seen what's happened to other bodies. So that already validated. I knew it worked. But to hear a scientist, a third-party scientist who did the testing without the handcuffs, I mean, he was open to do the testing the way he saw fit to do it, and to get the results that he got and to show what he got was absolutely amazing. I was able to videotape a lot of his presentation. I got a lot of his slides photocopied. So I will be putting those on the Team of Hope over the next couple weeks as I get time. I'm leaving for Europe today. Got a lot of things going on, but just keep your eye on Team of Hope. I'll be updating with all kinds of great information for you and where to find things. There's also, can somebody help me with the web link to go about the new Customer First initiative? I think it's Isagenix, customerfirst.com, if I'm not mistaken. Can anybody correct me if I'm wrong there? I know I got it in my notes.
It was Isagenix, FYI.com/CFP. I believe it was CFP on the end. I got my notes too, but I don't have them with me.
All right.
Customer First Program.
We'll
Go ahead. It was /CFP, Customer First Program.
Very good. So I'd say for myself, one of the biggest takeaways was the 8 steps that those young people were using on Facebook. They were getting phenomenal results. I mean, I'm talking phenomenal results. Brand new people going consultants. They were popping consultants very, very quickly. And if you know anything about this compensation plan, that's what it's all about, helping yourself become a consultant and helping your new people become a consultant. One of the things I heard said multiple times was once you make the decision to go on this journey and transform your own body, who are 2 people you love that you want to have experience this with you? And so it's best to do things in 3. So right away, get your new person thinking and help them find those 2 people that will go on this experience with them. Well, what you've just done is you've helped them become a consultant. And then the new people, that's just the way they came in. So then they get their 2 to help them. And so you get groups of 3s experiencing this first 30 days transformation together. I think it was Pete mentioned the IsaBody Challenge. I've got it right here. The IsaBody Challenge. My wife Diane and I are enrolling for this. And I was thinking, I've already released 23, 25 pounds. How much more can I do? And then I saw this guy, David, who was a finalist. He was in great shape going in, and he ended up becoming one of the finalists because of the way it transformed his body. So like Pete, when we were at the event, they had a machine that you could click on to check your body fat composition. And my fat percentage was 19.9, which I'm sure is a whole lot better than it was before I started using Isagenix products. But the goal for a man is between 10 and 18%. And so with the IsaBody Challenge, my goal is to get down in the lower part of that, close to the 10%, instead of a little over the 18%. So the IsaBody Challenge is huge. Another thing I think that's huge is every single leader there edified the morning calls, the 5 morning calls, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Go to besetfreelife.com, besetfreelife.com, and be a business owner. If you don't hear back right away that you've been approved, follow up, get some information, contact one of us, get yourself approved where you get access to the calls. Now, if you go to teamofhope.com, on the March blogs, I've got one that says the Cepeda morning calls. And I've actually got the number and the PIN number in there for you. Now, that's not to be publicly broadcast with everybody, but it's for our team. And so I'm sharing with you. Now, when you go on there the first time, they're going to ask you who you are and who your upline is, because it's for the Cepeda team only. And so they do, screen everybody coming on. But for your brand new associates, get them to go to besetfreelife.com and have them become a member. That site is packed with good information to help you build your business. But get plugged into those morning calls, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Everybody on stage who was having any measure of success at all was plugged into all those calls on a regular basis. If you miss one, actually be disciplined enough to go back and listen to the recording. Get plugged in. Those calls in 90 days will absolutely give you all the knowledge you need, and I think more importantly, change your mindset to where you can build this business and be very, very successful. So our goal coming out of this event is to basically help you build your business all the way to the executive level. But don't be talking about director and executive until you're already consultant and manager. So focus on consultant. That's all I heard anybody who is successful talk about, helping people become consultants. All the other stuff takes care of itself. One more takeaway that I took is be sure and use, I just got a note, thank you. It's ISA. Let me go back to my chat here. I'll actually copy that and chat in for everybody. This is the link. Thank you, Pete. Change this to everybody. Okay, so for that customer first initiative, it's ISA FYI. So it's ISAFYI.com/CFP. Those are the initials for customer first program, I guess. So ISA, short for Isagenix, ISAFYI.com/C as in customer, F as in first, P as in program. All right, thank you. So that's that. All right. Basically what I was just sharing is make sure that you get plugged in the 5 calls. Make sure that you focus 100% on becoming a consultant if you're not already. That should be your number one priority. And literally, folks, it should happen very quickly. It should happen in your first 72 hours. If it hasn't already, don't beat yourself up. Just go to work and get her done. So consultant. All that means is they've got 2 people that do at least 100 BD. Another thing I really took away that was very, very strong for me was what Pete just talked about, and that is the ultimate pack is about $1,099. That's the ultimate pack. It's got one of everything. The middle pack is the value pack. It's what most successful people in this business come in at. It's $559. And then you got the bare bones package for somebody who's just really not that serious about building a business yet, but they want to experience the product. That is bare bones product is the 30-day weight loss system. So those are the 3 levels of entry. And so you really want to let people know about all 3 because the people that come in at the higher packs are the people that have the most success. And so you kind of got to just ask a lot of questions. Find out if your person just wants to basically come in and experience a product and kick the tires, then they might be the bare bones option. If they're really serious about building a business and want the financial freedom that many are experiencing, they probably want to come at the highest level, the ultimate. And then the one most people come in is the middle pack, and that's the value pack. I think it's like $599 or somewhere in that range. So
$559, Chuck.
$559. Thank you, Pete. $559. So those are the 3 levels, and that's one of the things that's going to change immediately for me is making the ultimate pack the one that I strive to promote because that's the best pack for their success. And then the value pack in the middle, which is the one most people come in at, and $559. And then the bare bones minimum for people who are just kicking the tires and want to experience the product. And that's going to be about $330. All right, John, let's go back to you. You've had a chance to hear the rest of us talk. Anything else come up that you want to share before we wrap up here?
Yeah, what you just said about morning calls. Look at the crowd that were asking me about, I want to meet Farmer John. I'll bet you 60% of the people in there knew that are participating in those calls just from the 1 or 2 times that I've been on there. So there's a huge following of people on those calls. And so that means they're out trying to find information, find validation of the product, or try and help find solutions that other people have experienced. I mean, the stories that we heard this weekend, total transformation of lives, total transformation financially of lives. It was just, it brought tears to your eyes at times, but the potential of this business is only what's between your ears and how hard you want to work at it, because the whole program is set up for us for success. There's no middle ground here. This is either you want to do it and win, or you just want to fiddle battle and keep yourself healthy. But There's no excuse for not going to be the top. It was far more than I ever expected, and I appreciate everyone on the team for their part in making this happen.
Thank you, John. All right, let's go to David. David, any takeaways that you want to share as we wrap up here?
Well, it started out on Thursday night. I'm glad I made that 14-hour trip because the first speaker, to see a young lady that almost died in the hospital and had her colon removed for a while and rebound because he even had the priest come in to give her last rites, but the priest was kind of ticked off because this girl's a fighter. She's not going to die. So it was pretty impressive to see that. But one of my biggest takeaways is we need to learn to quit watering dead flowers. It's a lot easier to give birth and revive the dead. So we got the privilege of sitting down and talking to the Cepedas Saturday night. Like John said earlier, there was 8 around the table. That's Michael Weeder, the group, the Team of Hope. We're all sitting around. The table grew to 16, and then it grew to 24. At one time, I think I counted 35 people either standing up around us. Thought we had a card game going. But anyway, it's good information, and they just tell it. We're not in the convincing business. We got something to share with people, and the people that are responsive to it, you need to find out as soon as possible how responsive they are with it. So all is well. They was all good.
Great. Thank you, David. Pete, any last things that came to your mind as I was speaking, or the other guys?
Yep, I sure do. Hey, I didn't tell everybody, but I bought 5 tickets to the November event. 2 of those tickets, we're going to be doing some promotions on my team. Somebody's going to be able to earn those free tickets to the event. You guys know, working with me, we're going to have a lot of promotions over the next 6 or 7 months before that event on our team. Two other things. One is, if you understand this compensation plan and you push the Ultimate Pack, this is a full-time income. If you realize that if you sell 2 Ultimate Packs in the same week, the PIB on each of those Ultimate Packs is $80. You do them both in the same week, they double. That's $320. $320 for making 2 sales. I've made 2 sales. I will have made 2 sales in the 2 days. 3 days, sorry. Sunday, and then I'll make another sale today. I plan on making 4 to 5 sales per week. And you're talking making $700 to $800 per week just in PIB bonuses. That doesn't include your cycle bonuses. That doesn't include your rank advancement bonuses. And guys and girls, I'm working 60 hours a week. Okay. And I'm not going back. The only people I've brought into this business that were in any other business with me is Ellis Franklin and Jessica. Everybody else that I've enrolled in this business is people I've met outside of my network. Okay. So this isn't me going back and, yeah, he's got a network of people. No, it's not that. This is new people, and all I'm doing is sharing. I'm not selling anything. I'm sharing. I'm sharing my mom's success. I'm sharing Ellis's success. I'm sharing other people's success. Okay. The other thing, Isobody Challenge, so important. I didn't know this until this weekend, so I apologize to everybody that I didn't share this with. But you all need to start the Isobody Challenge this week. You start posting your Isobody Challenge on all your Instagram and your Facebook and whatever you've got going. All right. The person that won last year, he was a young guy. He wasn't in bad shape. I would love to have the body he had when he started. But at the end of the Isobody Challenge, he had a 6-pack. I know I've got a 6-pack somewhere. It's hidden, and I'm going to find it. All right. But the reason is you get everyone that enrolls onto the Isobody Challenge. At the end of 16 weeks, they get a $200 voucher for free products. All right. All also what it does, it keeps them engaged for 16 weeks. They're going to be ordering products for at least 16 weeks. That's 4 months. Once you do something for 3 months, it becomes a habit. All right. And now you've got a customer for life. You've transformed their body. You've transformed their health, and you've taught them how to go out and share with others. One last thing is we need to share this with everybody. Don't worry about telling them that, hey, I can make you a millionaire. When you enroll them, get them going. Try, always go for the associate. It's $29. It's the cheapest way to actually come into the business and the best value. But tell them at the end, when you start getting results, people are going to ask you what you're doing. How are you getting these results? And just tell them, hey, would you refer all those people to me? Okay, because a lot of people don't even think about the business. Get them to refer the people to you. When they start referring them to you, then you call them and say, hey, the lady Tammy that you referred to me, she wants to buy the product. But let me show you how I can help you get your products paid for by me enrolling them with you instead of me. Then you start building the business that way. Okay, this is a whole different animal than I've ever been involved with. I've always been a recruiter, recruit, teach people to recruit. Okay, this is a natural recruiting company, a natural recruiting business, a natural recruiting product. Okay, we just have to learn how to do it the right way, and that's one of the ways I learned this weekend. All right, sorry for taking up so much time, Chuck. I'm done, but I'm excited.
You're excited, so am I. I want to emphasize this, though, because what Pete said was basically exactly what I was going to say, but I want to reemphasize it because it's so important. The events. I think it was Jessica who said this from stage. She's earned about $4 million in this business, and she said that decisions are made at events like this. And so you could hear our recap, you could experience it through Facebook, but there's nothing like being there. And so I want to encourage you, as soon as you see the opportunity to purchase tickets for the November event, get there. Diane and I, as we were leaving Sunday afternoon, heading back home, we looked at each other and said, in our 20 plus years in this industry, have we ever been to an event of that quality, of that magnitude? And we both said, no, not even close. Nothing even close. And so I want to encourage you to really learn to participate in the big events, but then also learn to become a promoter of the big events, because that's where the decisions are made. That's where people go from product users to business builders. And they really see the vision and they go for it, and they're willing to overcome whatever it takes to overcome. Pete hit on it a couple times. I'm going to do it one more time, that IsaBody Challenge. We came away from this event realizing that we not only need to get in it, but we need to get our new people in it. And so as soon as you enroll somebody, help them get set up on the IsaBody Challenge. It's a big key to your retention and your business success. Use what the company's put in place for you. I'm glad you all are on this call, but I want to take it to the next level. I want to empower you to educate your team. Get your team plugged in the system. Get your team on the 5 calls. Get your team on the Zoom calls when they're scheduled. And there's going to be less Zoom calls than there were. There's going to be a lot more 3-way calls, but less scheduled Zoom calls, because I am plugging everybody into the system that the Cepedas have already developed. And the system is very simple. We'll be giving you those 8 steps very quickly. Last thing I want to talk to you about is the UK pre-launch. There's a limited time here to experience the best once-in-a-lifetime opportunity I've ever seen. You can literally enroll people, absolutely no cost, pre-enroll people, no cost in the UK. Then they in turn can enroll others, and they can enroll others, and they can enroll others. So it's just an absolute gold mine of an opportunity. I'm going to personally be there. I get there tomorrow morning, and I'll be there through Monday morning. And I'm going there to work for you. I mean, I'm going to personally enroll 1,000 people. I don't quite know how that's going to happen yet, but I'm believing it. The vision I had this morning was Jesus feeding the 5,000 with a couple fish and some loaves. And so if that's a much bigger miracle than pre-enrolling 1,000 people. So I don't know how he's going to do it. I don't know how he's going to do it through me, but I believe it's going to happen. Speaking of that, I will say the Sunday morning worship service was the highlight of my entire weekend. to see the heartbeat of this organization and where they get their power from, just totally aligned with what God's called me to do in my life. And so I know I'm home. And, I just thank God for this opportunity. And I want to just share it with as many people as I can, but I want you to succeed. I want you all to be the people on stage at events in the future talking about your success story, not only the product experience, but also in the business. So that's enough for today. I think you got the gist of it. Get plugged in. Ice the Body Challenge, 5 calls in the morning. For those of you around the world, it could be in the afternoon or evening, but get plugged in those calls. They're also available on Facebook Live. So with that, God bless you. I'll have this recording up on Team of Hope shortly so you can share it with your team, and we'll talk to you soon. If you know anybody in the UK, get them to one of the 3 cities where I'm going to be and communicate with me. I should have access to email, Skype, text, all those things. So communicate with me if you got people going to any of these events. I understand that the actual events are sold out already. The tickets are sold out, but send them anyway. I'll go out in the hallway. I'll meet them in the lobby. We'll do whatever we need to do to make it happen. Just make sure they find me. Give them my information. God bless y'all. Have a great day. Good to talk to you. And I look forward to getting back. If I can do one of these from England, I will. But just plan on next week, Tuesday, having a full recap, if nothing sooner. Also, one last thing. You leaders, reach out to each other. Help each other while I'm gone. Get your information to each other. I know Pam Benjamin was reaching out yesterday looking for help. So I'll actually send an email to you and expose your emails to one another. Talk to each other. Help each other. And let's make this a great week. God bless y'all. Sorry we're all so excited that we talked too long, but I hope you got the heartbeat. We try to give you our heart. We are in the right place. We just want you to experience this with us. We know we're going to be successful. We want you to be too. Good night, everybody.